first came and toured Swofford, I just saw like how hands-on it was compared to just a regular pen and paper classroom, and I knew like that's the place I wanted to be, and I also knew it could set me up for success in my future when it comes to being like leaps and bounds ahead of everyone around you. I mean, most people now, I mean, the only job that, nothing wrong with it, but the only job they can get is like in a restaurant or a grocery store or something. But if you can learn a trade, you can co-op and start making some decent money in high school, and then when you come out of high school, you make even more, pretty good money. So, I mean, it definitely sets you up for success and puts you ahead of a lot of your peers when it comes to just how prepared you are for life down the road. Welding for me, I mean, since I was little, I've been around it. My dad, I mean, I remember us fixing like little tents in the backyard with welders. So it's just been something I've always wanted to get good at and learn. And then once I started taking it, I really did fall in love with it. It's more of an art than it is a trade. I mean, being able to lay some beautiful welds, and it's something that you can take pride in and something that you can learn. I mean, you can always get better at it. No one's perfect. So it's definitely, I just wanted to kind of challenge myself and learn something new. And welding is what I was most interested in. So overall, it's just important to, like I said, take pride in your work. I mean, sometimes it's easy to just slap a weld somewhere when you know no one's going to see it, like when it's on the other side of a tanker where I work, or if it's on the bottom side of the pipe, no one's really looking at. So it's just important to take pride in your work, because at the end of the day, someone is going to see it, and if no one does, you see it. So, I mean, just being able to go to sleep at night knowing you laid down a good weld, and that's something that you can be proud of. I mean, it does take a good while of experience to get good at the more technical sides of welding, like TIG and stick. So, especially aluminum TIG, which is a lot of what we do. So, I mean, just being able to lay down a good weld versus one that looks bad, it's definitely something you can take pride in, because not a lot of people can do it. It's definitely, overall, it's been a great experience so far. I really got lucky when it comes to the people I work with and who I work for. I mean, where I work, you're treated well, treated fairly, and anything I could ever ask for, I've been supplied with. And coming from Swofford, I mean, Swofford, the reputation that they've earned over the years, I mean, that really does help a lot. It makes it a lot easier to find a job. When you say you learned at Swofford, they know that you learned right. You didn't learn how to do something wrong, how to jerry-rig everything. So, I mean, and then just having the opportunity to work somewhere and see what the actual workforce is like outside of, say, a restaurant or a grocery store, something normal for a high schooler, nothing wrong, but just being able to like kind of look ahead and see what you are getting yourself into is important too. I mean, even if you just want to try it out, co-oping is definitely a wonderful opportunity to take advantage of. And the program as a whole I like how structured it is, and the responsibilities that we are given. They trust us with a lot. I mean, and no one really seems to abuse that. So, I mean, it's just a great relationship we have with the co-op teachers at Swofford and the students, and then the co-op students and their bosses. I mean, everyone just seems to work together nicely, and I do enjoy being a part of that. Personally, my favorite type is stainless, because if you do it right, it comes out the prettiest. All the colors, and it looks pretty. It's definitely more of an art when it comes to stainless. The coolest thing I've ever got to weld, in my opinion, it sounds kind of dumb, but it's a bench that we made for the Veterans Affairs that they put out when they were doing the mobile wall that heals type thing, and they put it out in front of it to display. I mean, the welds themselves, it wasn't anything like a spaceship or anything, but it was cool to be able to kind of give back to people that gave so much.